so I'm trying to, this is my first one, so if it's really poor, I really apologize. Here I'm making a line belt for a client. It is very, very exceptionally good leather. It's Sedgwick bridle leather, so it's the London color on the outside, and then their dark British racing green on the inside. The client likes that combination, and I'm using a linen thread that, interestingly, when you look at it separately, it's quite a golden color. However, when it's being stitched, you can see, you can really, it's just the perfect match. So I don't know if you can see this stitching in the belt. Let me make an adjustment here. I'm not an expert, so I brought the camera a bit closer so you can actually see what's involved, at least on one half of the saddle stitch. I imagine if I had a camera above me, like more experienced people do than I, then you'd be able to see. Sometimes you gotta pull it through. It's not so easy to get through. You want to be gentle though. You want, again, to close these holes when it's laid nice and flat. So just give it an even tension. It's really important to have even tension. There's a lot to this. Like when you're making these holes, they have to be really upright, straight. You know, if they're at an angle, then the holes in the front of the leather and the holes in the back will be slightly different, and you won't end up with nice stitching. And if the tension is different, I mean, it's very much like for people who might have used a sewing machine before, and I'm not an expert with sewing machines, but I do know that you've got a tension for, you know, your main thread, then you've got the thread on the bobbin, and, you know, it's the same idea that the tension should be equal so that the twist, or wherever the thing that catches the thread, it's somewhere in the middle, not too far over to one side. And that will affect how nice this looks. If you can see these threads, these stitches are perfect. They look beautiful, and that's something also that's rather, I think, unique to saddle stitching. I think this effect can probably be achieved with a sewing machine, but it's not real. They just use these kind of left-right angled needles with a sharpened point. It's not the same as for saddle stitching. But yeah, nonetheless, you can't do this with a machine. I could do a few more so you could see that this is a slow process that requires a bit of patience. This is nothing fast about this. This is not meant to be. Now there are some adherents. Some people think that you just mark your holes and then you use a leather awl to actually push them through, and I do that sometimes, but in this particular case I didn't want to look clumsy since I'm doing a video, so I thought I would do it this way. I wanted to rather look cooler than look like an uncoordinated bumbling person. And to be honest, this is quicker. Right? What's more important is that you get the best result ultimately, and I get a very good result this way. So, okay, thank you.